10 things real bikers should know about American motorcycle history. That's what we're going to be talking about, me and China Doll today. But I do have a announcement. Yes, backed by popular demand, but there's a but here, China.
There's always a but.
You have to be a member of the Madhouse crew, and I'll do Tuesday and Thursday's biker news for you. Everybody's hounded my ass for the last couple months, so I'll be doing biker news only as I can do it, baby. But you got to be a member. You can join right here on Spotify and YouTube. I got the link going out to you right now. It helps support the show and get you some good extra content right there. But yes, members are going to be getting the biker news. 10 things bikers should know. Do you think bikers should really know history or no?
You know what? Believe it or not, I think they should.
I agree 100%. If you're going to get into something, you better know
You better
a
know.
little bit of the history anyway.
You better know a little something, something.
A little something, right?
Little bit. The history of the motorcycle.
You know, there's always this debate of what makes a biker or a motorcycle enthusiast. And it's kind of disappointing that motorcycle enthusiasts, they actually know more of the history than so-called bikers do.
That is kind of sad. But I think that's also why they're called enthusiasts.
Well, true.
Because they know way more, I guess you could say, Harley Davidson history.
Now, if you let's put a hardcore biker next to somebody like Jay Leno. Jay Leno is going to blow your ass away when it comes to histories of motorcycles.
Yeah.
He is real. Like the top of the top, man. He knows his history. He has a collection that's any biker's dream.
Oh, he's got like an out of this world collection.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy.
It was funny. One of the interviews, he said that Paul Tuttle, they had the worst of bikes around. They're garbage.
Ouch.
And that came from Jay Leno, man. It was like, ow, damn. Jay just threw a zinger at your ass.
How's that make you feel, Tuttles?
I don't know, man, but you know what? I never understood it even when Orange County Choppers were actually on the air.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, you'd tell the bikes were garbage.
Yeah. I was not impressed by that show. I basically, when I watched that show, when you and I used to watch it, I would watch it just because of how they would rip on each other. I could care.
It wasn't about the bikes because the bikes were garbage, like the Spider-Man bike. Shut up, stupid.
From what I hear, that one only ran for the show and didn't run again after.
Well, I guess Leno had all kinds of electrical problems with his.
Mm-hmm.
But for Jay to call you out like that, that's pretty messed up, man.
That's pretty screwed up.
But you can't go and say, even if you're a Tuttle fan, you can't go and say Jay Leno's a douche because that man knows his damn history, man.
For real.
And he actually made investments in motorcycles where a lot of rich people to go out there and make investments elsewhere. Nah, he put a lot of his money in the bikes.
For real.
And I just, you know what? His freaking collection's probably better than the Harley Davidson Museum.
You think so?
I think so. But because he's into all kinds of stuff, man. He's into all kinds of makes and models.
Yeah, his isn't strictly one, like, it's not all Harley. It's everything.
It's not. And one thing that's funny is a lot of people will cry, well, Harley, man, with the V-twin, they were first. No, they weren't. It was Indian.
Yeah, right.
And there was another company, I think it was the Orient, that was making motorcycles here in the U.S. before Harley Davidson was. But because they had a good marketing ploy, that's everybody thinks that they were the first in everything. And they weren't. Actually, I think it was the French that invented the motorcycle. I'd have to look that up, but I think it came from France.
You think so?
It's just like England had the first clubs. But a lot of people they don't know that.
No. Some people don't know knowledge because they don't know their history.
So what was one of the things, because you read this thing out of Top Speed.
Yeah, I did. So that's why I don't know. You'll have to.
Top Speed's pretty good.
I mean, they're way more accurate.
They're like Motor Trend.
They're way more accurate than Hot Cars.
Yeah, Hot Cars. That's a joke.
You hate when I do Hot Cars.
I hate that one.
Sometimes I do articles from them just to irritate you. Well, obvious.
What's up, Chase?
Since you did bring this up, Harley wasn't the first American motorcycle.
I told you it wasn't.
It was not.
You know, they got a storied history because they started in a shed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can probably see a modern day freaking Harley that was built like in 1903. The same exact concept with these bikes with the electric motors now with the little 80 cc's on them.
Yep.
Those are funnier than hell. You know, it reminds me of you going down the hill.
I'm in the Need for Speed, the video.
Yeah.
And I was flying on my bicycle.
It was funny as hell. You put you on one of those, you'll probably wreck that too.
I almost did. I almost ran into a freaking river. If I didn't cut the front wheel to the right, I probably would have went right into the Rock River.
What's up, everybody in the chat room? If you missed the announcement, Biker News will be Tuesdays, Thursdays at members only. You have to be a member of the Madhouse crew to get it. So the first one to be tomorrow, and you'll get it the way you should. The way you should.
You're gonna make sure
the original.
Is it gonna be before my show or after?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
But anyway.
Anywho.
Harley wasn't the first.
No, Indian Motorcycle formed 2 years prior.
Now it's not the same Indian. Okay. Indian's been going through a lot of ownerships. That's why I'm glad Polaris bought them, because it'll stick around for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And the Orient was founded in 1899 in Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
Had to come out of that state, right? Really?
Massachusetts.
Why would it be called the Orient anyway?
I don't know.
This is like America.
But did you know?
I probably didn't.
As far back as 1968, a certain Sylvester Roper developed a two-wheel steam-powered I can't even pronounce this. Velocipede? I don't know.
Velocipede.
With a coal-fired broiler burning the wheels.
That was like an 18 something, not 19 something.
I said as far back as, but it says, although he would be denied what other innovation
you know what? She's got a big
he might have accomplished. He was killed in 1896, demonstrating a later design of what would be known as motorcycles.
Don't you just love how she reads? I'm sitting here saying, don't read like that. But no, she don't listen any damn way.
Whatever.
Co-hosts.
Stop it.
Co-host. Would you ride a steam motorcycle?
No.
That would have been funny as hell.
Sounds weird.
What do you mean that sounds
a coal-burning bike?
That would be fun as hell.
How do you think that would work? How are you gonna like keep putting coal
I wonder how
in
many
it?
accidents were back in the 1800s. He got killed on a steam motorcycle.
How would you keep filling it? Where would you store the coal in order to keep filling it so you can keep riding?
What's up, Rich? How you doing, man? How's Steve doing? Everybody out there? It's getting actually warmer out here now.
Yes, it is. It's supposed to be a high of 32.
That's like summer for us.
I know. There's going to be a lot of people out there in shorts.
I'm telling you. And then they're wondering why the hell they're sick and all that kind of crap.
When the cold weather comes back.
They're the ones. You know what? They're probably the idiots that gave me COVID. I should smack them right in the mouth for that one. Smack them. But it's interesting. A lot of guys wouldn't know what you just brought up, that it was a company named the Orient that made the first motorcycle in the United States.
Yep. People won't know it.
I don't know, man. I have this itch because, I am a gearhead to go up to the Harley Davidson Museum to see everything, the bikes and stuff. But then I'm like, man, that is I'm paying money to go see your crap when it should be free.
Yeah. What, at the museum?
Yeah.
I think it should be free.
Or you have to be a hog member.
Oh, Lord.
Got to be a hog member to get in.
You want to be a hog member?
Nah, I wouldn't do too good in that.
Just so you could get in the museum for free?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too good.
Nah. You wouldn't.
Steve says go to North Carolina, Wheels Through Time. I bet that would be an awesome thing.
Should we put that on our bucket list?
I don't know, our bucket list, man. We got to go to like the I-80 truck stop. I heard it's like a freaking huge. It has a big history of the diesels and all that.
Where's that?
It's in Iowa.
Oh,
That would be pretty cool.
we should do that.
But yeah, what's another one here?
The 4-cylinder engine was popular for a time. High cost kept them exclusive, and they're worth a fortune today.
That's what I was always thinking. What, people say, well, what if you can travel back in time?
Well, you'd have to travel back to like 1908.
But here's what I'd do. I'd like take all my monies,
All of it?
every single dime I have,
Uh-huh.
and travel back to, 57 to maybe 66 and buy up all the Chevys
Really?
and put them in a garage. And then you walk right back out into the present time. You know how much money you'd have in there?
How much?
Original freaking 57 Chevys or, original freaking panheads or something like that. My God, I'd be rich.
I bet you Jay's got some of that stuff.
Fuelhead Jay, what's up, man? But can you imagine that? A 57 Bel Air, stock everything, and you bring it into the future. I'd love it.
That'd be cool.
It would.
I want one.
Everybody talks about barn finds and stuff. I know. You know what? I live around a bunch of farms. Where the hell's all the barn finds around here? I don't see any of this. That's crap.
I don't think anybody out here keeps stuff in their barn except for barn equipment.
You know what? It was funny the other day. I was looking on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And they had this 66 Impala on there, all rusted out and shit. I want, what was it, $20,000? It's rusted out. You have to restore it. No motor, no trans. I was like, you stupid.
For just the body?
Yeah,
like
it's not worth that.
And it's rusted to hell?
Yeah, it's rusted to hell. It ain't worth
And
that.
the bottom's probably falling off then.
Everything.
Nah, that ain't worth no 20 G's.
You'd have to go chemical dip that sucker and then start from bare metal again, and it's not worth that kind of money.
Hell nah.
That's freaking stupid.
That's
Ass me.
dumb. What the hell?
Those Model T's and A's, we got a lot of Model T's around here. The old ass ones
Yes,
with
we
the
do.
they actually have one of those car clubs here,
They do.
and it's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. I like watching them in the summertime pulling up at the gas station.
You
There's
got
like,
these little old men and little old ladies coming out of the
Yup.
Model T.
Yep. We get them all the time. It's great. Especially the little old men. And then I sit there and I have to watch because I'm like, where's the gas go?
Only China, though.
What?
Only China, though.
Like you would know unless you've seen it. I don't know. You wouldn't know where to put it.
Well, the thing is, they probably have to put a lead substitute in that thing.
I
If
don't
it's
know.
original, anyway.
I don't know. Because I've seen them putting gas in and they take a while. So they might be putting something else in there as well. Because they do take a minute when they're pumping gas.
Yeah,
and
'cause you
it
gotta put
doesn't
the
take
lead
a lot. And
substitute in
it
it.
doesn't take a lot of gas either.
Well, no. What is it, like a 5-gallon tank on them damn things?
Yeah, I think usually they're under $20 to fill the little gas tank that they have in those things. I was like, damn.
So, would you take, because you're a Jeep fanatic,
Yeah.
what is it with Jeeps that make you a fanatic?
Because I see them everywhere. So I want to be in the Jeep gang.
You want to be in a Jeep gang? huh?
Yeah, I want to be in a Jeep gang.
I don't know, man.
So
I
I
wish
could
I
have
would. I'd
guts.
love to get my hands on like one of those World War II Jeeps.
That'd be cool.
That would be just
I would
phenomenal.
totally drive it. Because like the Jeep thing, they have a thing. Like when you see another Jeep,
You got to put a duck or
you
something.
got to put
on
a
there.
rubber duck on their Jeep.
Rubber ducky.
That's right. So I see a lot of Jeeps with like their whole front dash is like lined with ducks. I want a Jeep with a duck thing. It's cool.
So past the 4-cylinder engine.
What? Oh, after the Great Depression, only 2 motorcycle manufacturers were left.
And I think that's the first time the government meddled in the motorcycle industry. The next one was when Harley Davidson was crying and whining in the 80s to put up 40% tax tariffs on foreign made motorcycles. But that was the first one because they were giving Harley all the damn contracts during World War II. They gave them everything. And that's why a lot of the companies went broke after, before and during World War II.
And do you know what year it was Polaris bought Indian?
I don't know. I think it was like 2012 or something.
Close.
What?
2011.
2011.
Uh-huh. Yes, because Indian would have shut its doors in 1953 after going bankrupt, and the name would be resurrected from time to time, but most successful once Polaris took it over.
Well, Polaris
in
is
2011.
a multi-billion-dollar company. That's why everybody's happy. The only decision I think they made that was wrong was getting rid of the Victory line.
Yeah.
Because at least you had a more budget and economical line of motorcycles for regular people to get, because they're a lot of money, those damn Indians. They're just up there with Harley Davidson. But the government they played favorites during World War II. And next thing you know, everybody's gone.
Yeah.
And then you had Reagan come in because Harley Davidson was, because during the 80s, it was made in the USA. Remember that kick everywhere you used to go? It said made in the USA.
Everywhere you went.
And then they put that tariff on foreign motorcycles. Yeah, it gave them a breath of life. But you have to admit, the foreign, and that's just like, people get pissed at me for this. When I'm asked what kind of car to buy, I'm like, stay away from Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, anything American. Stay away from it. Because the cars suck. The only good thing that Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler makes is a damn truck. That's about it. They should get out of the car business.
Stick to the trucks.
Just stick to the trucks. That's just like the F-150 is the most popular brand that Ford makes their money off of.
Well, out here, you'll see a bunch of F-150s and 250s.
Well, yeah, because we're more in the country stuff. You see a lot of Rams and stuff like that,
Dodge
a lot
Rams.
of Silverados.
Yep.
But car-wise, what good are they? They're broke down all the time.
That Ford Taurus, oh my God.
Ford Taurus was a nightmare.
Oh my God. That thing went through alternators.
Well, they don't have the same quality control that the Japanese and the Europeans have.
I know, man. I kind of dig my Pontiac.
Well, the Pontiac's doing good, even though it had to come to work the other day.
Yeah.
Lucky it was just a battery. But I think I have to say the Japanese manufacturers are the best when it comes to cars.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind, the only reason why I had to bring it to your work on Saturday was why? Because last year, the battery was acting up, and I took it to AutoZone.
That was your screw up.
And AutoZone, because I had the battery out of the vehicle, they said that the battery was perfectly fine. They were full of crap. I think it had no stuff in it. It's broken. They're stupid. Because most AutoZone people don't know what they're talking about. Haven't we discussed that?
Well, that's true. That's just like I had a tire repair come in yesterday because AutoZone tried to do a tire repair.
What?
With a hammer.
What?
Yeah, to push the plug in, from a top with a damn hammer, and we had ended up replacing the damn tire on the damn thing.
What? They were literally
freaking idiots.
Why is AutoZone trying to do a plug?
They
don't get paid for that.
No, they shouldn't be working on them either.
They're not supposed to.
Oh my goodness gracious!
What the hell with a hammer?
Yeah, that's how stupid they are.
Did they drive it to you with this thing?
That they had no choice.
Oh my!
They're lucky they got over there.
I'm surprised that thing didn't explode.
But I also, Harley does make a good bike, and I ride a lot of Harley.
Yeah.
But the Japanese bikes are just like the cars. they go through a lot of quality control.
Yeah.
You know, you got to remember, man, the 90s, you wouldn't have seen a lot of people riding on the foreign bikes. But now they're all over it. It don't matter.
You mean like in the 90s with the Hondas and the Kawasaki's?
Would you rather sit there and worry about what other people have to say?
Dude, a bike's a bike.
And a bike, listen, dum-dum.
Okay, dum-dum.
Would you rather care about what somebody says about your bike or have reliability?
Reliability.
And that goes for car and motorcycle.
I want something that's reliable and it's going to get me from point A to point B. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, and I think that's pretty cool that the younger generation now is like, I don't care what you have to say. It's a bike.
It's two wheels. That's all that matters.
Where if, before the Evo engine, you'd have Harleys on the side of the road pissing out oil everywhere you went.
God, remember? Which bike was it that you had that freaking put all that oil on the garage?
Shovelhead.
Yeah, that was terrible. We used to have to keep cardboard underneath that thing.
Yeah.
Because it was destroying the cement.
So that equates to the same thing when I'm talking about what Japanese cars are the best out there, because they're the best. Japan's king of electronics. You can't get past. I don't even know why there's American companies that try to compete in the electronic fields. You're not getting anywhere.
No.
And I get shit for telling people this. Well, I'm a Chevy guy. Well, I used to be a Chevy guy too until you get in one of their cars and you're broke down on the side of the damn road.
I mean, if it's
or
a Chevy
or
Ford truck, it's a different
The
scenario.
Chrysler Seabrings, who the hell wants to get one of them? The transmissions go. And it's like, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
No.
And that's another thing a lot of people don't know is the history of the car. Is you'll see the history of the problems that were associated with the models.
Wow. That's deep.
That is deep because people need to know. American cars suck.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Now, German cars ain't that much better unless you got a damn Mercedes. But anyway.
What about that car everybody's driving nowadays?
Dude, stay away from Volkswagen. My God, are those junk.
The Saab. I see so many of those.
No, the Volkswagen
hey man, I got a Saab.
Volkswagen or Bolt. No, they suck. Stay away from them.
No Beetle?
No Beetle.
With the eyelashes?
Bolos, Volkswagens.
Board track racing was hugely popular, but very dangerous.
Man, you know what? Those were the times when people actually took risk.
Well, I guess it was the sport of the day from in 1910s to the 1920s.
You're right, Rich. The Chrysler 200 is a stinking pile of crap. You know how many of those I work on each week? And yeah, the Nissan CBO transmission, they were kind of trash. I can give you that one. But the Sebring was junk too. I never had a Chrysler. I had a Ram, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And that was a good truck. Again, truck.
Hey, that what was the one that you said? The 200?
Yeah, the Chrysler 200.
Oh my God. How many of those when we had the auto shop, we had that and Sebrings all the time.
Right.
Just saying.
It sucks. It does. But board track racing, that was some kick-ass stuff, man, right there. But they did a lot more excitement back then. Everybody plays it safe now. Have you seen any kids out there build ramps and actually jump their bikes? First, you have to see kids on the street.
The kids don't ride their bikes anymore.
But we used to go out there jumping like Evel Knievel and stuff, breaking our bones. And that's the way it used to be, man, with board tracking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't see it anymore. You don't even see the kids with the skateboards building ramps anymore.
No, that's pretty well. They do got the skate parks, but
yeah, that's true. But it's nothing better than your own ramp.
Yeah. Steve, his old lady had a Volkswagen, and it was a nightmare to work on. You don't have to tell me. It was way overbuilt and way underperforming.
I still can't get over with
the Volkswagens are just pure trash.
I still can't get over with the VWs that the trunk is in the front and the engines in the back. That's so confusing. What is the point of that?
Steve, this is a very good point. Very, very good point. When was the last time an American car company actually built a good car that what was it, the late 60s, early 70s, before the emission scrap? We really haven't had any good American cars since the Muscle Air. Hell, now they're turning the iconic Mustang into an electric vehicle in 2028. Come on.
That's stupid. They're taking a nice icon and destroying it.
Well, I think the problem is that they paid the auto workers union all this money and they forgot about quality control.
Yeah.
You would think if you're paying these people all kind of money that they'd have good quality control. They don't. They suck, American cars. That's why you see a lot of these kids driving around with what's it called? Audis and all that stuff from Europe.
Yeah, I do see a lot of Audis.
All Audis are huge right now.
Them good cars, though?
No.
Yeah. Well.
I don't like them. When you came on my work and I was under that one car,
yeah,
that was an Audi.
Was it? I was like,
we're sitting there trying to figure all the damn electronics out and stuff. And it's like, dude, I hate Audis.
Our son goes, "Hey, Ma, what kind of car is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Because he's seen you standing under it. He goes, "What is that?" I'm like, "I have no idea. Obviously, it's not a big deal enough for me to know what kind of car it is."
We're taking all kinds of stuff off just to change the oil and shit.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
It was. And then we had that BMW that came in. We were in the trunk trying to get everything. It has the freaking start-stop system and all that stuff when you pull up the light. It like has 3 fucking batteries or something like that.
Oh,
stupid.
That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Walking by Faith, to get it serviced, had to take it to a dealer service. It costs $1,500 to change fluid and filter. Well, that's what a lot of even motorcycle dealerships are doing now.
Yeah.
They're building, these manufacturers are building these cars and bikes where you better be a master tech to be able to afford them.
Or to work on them.
You do.
Yeah.
To work on these things are just, it's just unbearable now. The difference between the 2003 that I got, the Silverado, and you laugh because I keep old trucks. I don't even want to work on the new ones. You got to be a damn electrical engineer just to work on them.
Yeah, forget about having your tech thing. It's you got to go get an electrical degree.
You do. It's insanity. They have to do that.
It's crazy. 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 Hey, did you know that the first American motorcycle Grand Prix was held in 1961? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe because I didn't care.
No.
The thing is, you strip any car and check parts, most parts will say made in China, and that's true. That's true. A lot of the parts are made up in China, and it's unbelievable that we rely on them kind of parts. You're gonna pay $100,000 for a car. Now, unless it's made in Japan, then you know damn well it's gonna last 100,000 miles on your warranty.
Yeah, but I'd say over 50% of the products nowadays just say made in China, if not more.
Yeah, with the closed transmissions, Faith, you can't check the fluids in a lot of this newer stuff anymore. Made in China, assembled in Mexico or Canada. Well, that's the thing with Harleys, man. Harley's got foreign parts now. You know what? When everybody says, well, Harley Davidson is USA, at least the money's coming through the United States. Shut up, stupid. Half that bike is freaking foreign made. So you can't do this made in the USA crap with Harley anymore.
Nope.
Matt Levetich, before he left, he even said it don't matter if it was made in the USA or not anymore. That's how messed up that was.
That's crazy.
Are you ready?
It's the first thing I switch on.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
The Chop. Ready to rumble. WMMR DB Rockford.
Oh, yeah, blowing China's Dow's ear off right there. 10 things real bikers should know about American motorcycle history. Should that be a prerequisite to call yourself a biker?
I think you
Is
should.
you have to know some of the
I
history?
think you need to know some history.
That's just like club guys, man. They really don't know the history of clubs.
I mean, if you don't know the history of the club that you're in,
It don't even matter that. It matters if you know the history of how it all came together any damn way.
yeah, I think you need to know a little
It
something.
always
something.
makes me laugh when people say, well, the original ones didn't have the prospect. Shut up, stupid. Shut up, stupid. Most of those clubs came from racing teams. What do you think they had to do to get into the racing team? You know, that's how ignorant people are, especially you got all these people that try to give you advice on TikTok. I guess it's the biggest one now, where they try to give you advice about clubs and them stupid asses don't even know what they're talking about. It's like, really? Are you that stupid to try to give advice? You never did it before, or you don't know the history of where it's coming from. Well, they never prospected, you dummy.
Oh, TikTok's very famous for the protocol people.
Oh my God, with this protocol bullshit.
I don't know how many times I got to see on like the where they typed in and text biker protocol. And I'm like, oh geez, skip.
Yeah, you skip it. It's come, you know
Swipe.
what? They were taking, that stuff came around like 5-6 years ago. Now they're amping what the hell's been said, trying to put their spin on it. I think those biker protocol videos are a joke. It is. It's a joke because they don't know the history. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And maybe I'm bashing, but it's just a joke to me. One day someone is going to open one of these electric car batteries up and found a kid turning pedals.
I think I can.
You got to, you know what? Everybody found out in the Northern Hemisphere, you don't want an electric car in a cold.
No. Especially
You had
Chi-Town.
you had that Tesla junkyard out in Oak Brook, and they just wouldn't run. And a lot of people don't understand that to replace a battery on one of the electric vehicles is 5 G's minimum. How freaking stupid are you? You don't ever get new technology when it first comes out. That's just like a new model motorcycle, like the Victory line in 2000. Their Transes sucked. It takes a couple years for them to get the damn crap out of there once they introduce something new. Like that abomination with the cam tensioner when Harley went to plastic. Okay, stupid. Really?
You're like, okay, stupid.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Sometimes you got to wonder where the hell these companies are going.
I don't think they even know. Every company is always trying to up another company. And guess what happens? It doesn't always work.
SNS. I had someone send me a YouTube on the history of the HA and didn't even make it through the first 2 minutes. You know what the funny thing about the HA is? That a lot of people don't understand that it didn't start out as one club. There was Hell's Angels motorcycle clubs all over Cali until they consolidated it. Yeah, a lot of the stuff you see, these guys start talking, well, this guy was the first one or that one was. It was consolidated from a bunch of freaking clubs. And a lot of people don't understand that. They just look ignorant that way, if you ask me. It's unbelievable shit. Even Barger didn't even know who the frick it was. And a lot of people won't tell you the reason for one of the biggest things is, why do I have to ask permission? Well, it actually came from 81, where they were consolidated and everybody was calling themselves Hell's Angels. And they gotta go out there and because the official ones, they had to take the shit from the people that were just starting stuff up, calling themselves that. It's real easy and it's real You're going to get me into this stuff. I should be doing this on members only Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anyway,
Sucker.
Right.
You fell for it.
right.
Just do it.
But all that stuff was consolidation, is what it was in the early 50s, 60s, you know. But anyway, back to the history stuff.
Oh, you already said you were bored.
No, I wasn't bored.
I made a comment and you said, I don't care. Rude. Harley Davidson lobbied to have rules introduced to protect itself from imported motorcycles.
That's what I was talking about during the 80s.
The main threat was from British manufacturers such as Triumph.
No,
and
the main
BSA.
threat was not Triumph or BSA. The
That's
main
what it
threat was freaking
says.
from Honda.
That's not what it says.
See, that's where Top Speed's wrong then.
I'm just saying what it says. It says after the Second World War.
No, this
Harley
happened in the
Davidson-
80s.
Well, this is what this article says. I guess we can't believe everything we read. Right? So you want me to tell you what it says, and then you could rebut?
Yeah, tell me what it says. But
And
that
then you
when
could
they did
rebut
that,
it.
when they put the tariffs on, it was during the 80s. As soon as they came off of the AMF.
Well, you can rebut this then. After the Second World War, Harley Davidson was feeling threatened by the British motorcycle industry, which is producing light and good handling motorcycles, which Harley's own products couldn't hope to compete with
Well,
on
you gotta
both
give
the
it the-
racetrack and the showrooms.
You got to give it to Triumph and BSA. They kicked ass.
In 1952, following their application to the U.S. Tariff Commission for a 40% tax on imported motorcycles, Harley Davidson.
That 40% tax was during Ronald Reagan.
Harley Davidson was charged with restrictive practices.
Yeah, that was from Ronald Reagan right there, where they wanted a 40% tariff to save their ass because they almost went bankrupt with AMF.
So they have their.
So the
they have-
government meddled in it. They took all these motorcycle companies before World War I or World War II and gave contracts only to a few, and that put everybody out of business. Then they meddled in 1980 with the imports. The government shouldn't be meddling in any of that business stuff. Shouldn't be doing it.
There's some things they just need to leave alone.
No, the problem with the government is they always get into stuff they shouldn't be involved in.
It's sad.
It is sad,
The sad state of affairs.
especially when there's better products coming into the country than what we're making. And again, people can get pissed about it, but there ain't no quality control in any of the American motorcycles or cars. The cars suck.
The first American.
And like Steve
What?
just said, a lot of vets did bring back Triumphs and BSA from World War II. My first bike was a Triumph.
Yes. And what?
I love that damn bike. I kick myself in the ass for selling it all the time.
that,
Think it'd be worth 10 grand right
that
now.
was on you. Nobody told you to.
That was stupid. And who the hell? AMF was like, what, a bowling company? Really? You want to try to sell bikes, you idiots? They were AMF.
You're funny.
Harley Davidson should have did what Polaris does, man. But Polaris is the best in snowmobiles and stuff. Or snow machine, as they call them up north.
Snow machines.
It's a snowmobile to us.
snow machine.
There used to be the Harley Davidson snowmobiles and stuff. I think that would have been cool.
They don't have them. What happened?
Guardian Riders. Don't Guardian Riders have an event coming up?
Yeah.
What do they got coming up?
Hold up. It's in my.
I was going to cover that tomorrow
It's in my.
and members only with the biker news.
Well, then I'll have to send you this. Do you want me to send?
No, just go ahead and while I'm on the big one here.
Okay, Guardian Riders Lakeside Chapter Winter Biker Bash 2024 at Axe Handle Distillery, Pennington Gap, Virginia, February 24th, 2024, from noon to 4. Ride with GRMC to the event. Multiple rides to the event. They have
Ain't this for a family that lost their
All
house?
proceeds benefit the Brown family who lost everything in a house fire. Mr. Brown was hospitalized with severe burns.
Sad state of affairs.
They're going to have food truck, bike show, and live music 50-50. For more information, contact what is it, Cooter or Rhino?
Cooter.
Cooter.
Hopefully it ain't Cooter Pocket. Hopefully they didn't nickname him that. Cooter Pocket.
That's kind of funny.
Harley good because you can get a lot of aftermarket stuff where Triumph you cannot, but Triumph is more reliable. And you know what? You got to give it to Harley on that deal, man. There's a lot of aftermarket parts for Harley where there ain't for a lot of these other motorcycles. But I think that comes to the effect of the tradition and style of Harley. You know, Harley was always building up the bikes and putting your own twist on it, where a Honda or something was just for transportation.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, everybody says, well, Harley's the biggest in the country. Yeah, 50% of the big bike market, but most of the foreigners, they like building something under 1200 cc's. And, these younger kids, they like stuff under, the big, they don't want to get on a big gaudy dresser. No, they just want to get out there and rip around.
They just want to have fun.
What are you, Cyndi Lauper, or what is it?
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, Cindy Whopper.
But you got to give it to Harley, man. They do got a good aftermarket selection where a Triumph, you might not have it.
That's true. That's true. How about the first American Motorcycle Grand Prix world champion? Who was it?
I don't even know that one.
Kenny Roberts.
Kenny Roberts.
Kenny Roberts. Yep.
I don't know, man. I've been getting into a lot of that Formula One type of stuff, man. That racing's pretty cool. You got to have some skill in that. That and the Indy series, NASCAR, it's just make a left turn. Make a left turn.
Make another left turn.
But I think Formula's catching on here in the States, man. And you got to give that actually to Danica Patrick, man. She's out there promoting it, even though she was the worst NASCAR driver ever to set foot in there.
I don't think she even races anymore.
She don't. She was too busy crashing.
I mean, she was born the next town over from here, so.
Yeah, but she was in open wheel racing. She was killer. But
Yeah.
you put her in a NASCAR, it's a whole different thing.
Nah, she can't do it. She didn't do good.
She wrecked everywhere she went.
That was like an epic fail. She should have just stayed where she started.
F1 is too snobby for me, but damn, did they got see with me? I look at the cars themselves, the engines, the modifications, all that. I like that kind of stuff, but and the speed of it, just NASCAR, they don't have any good stars anymore.
No, because they're all either deceased.
You don't
or
even
not racing
you don't
anymore.
even hear of anybody that can. I like Matt Kenseth. I like Dale. You don't have anybody you can attach to as far as a race car driver anymore.
Not for NASCAR. I don't think so.
They're all NASCAR
done.
went woke big time, so I really don't watch them anymore. They went woke. I'm not into it anymore.
Well, we used to go to the races, but we used to go to Speedway.
Well, I like the local
But,
track stuff,
of
dirt
course,
track racing.
That one's getting torn down in April.
Yeah, we got to go another hour just to go to Sycamore.
That's too far. And I don't like Sycamore because isn't Sycamore a dirt track?
Yeah, I like dirt track though.
I don't know. And then you got to go even further north if you want, like up to Jefferson is the closest track to go see.
Road
up
rage.
north.
I prefer a lighter bike because I'm old and broken and don't want to drop it. However, a Road Glide ST is on the list when the other house sells. You know what? I actually have the dresser.
Yeah.
And that sucker's getting too heavy now.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I got the Road King.
Yeah.
Which is a lot lighter, but can't haul your ass around on it.
I don't like it. The seat hurts my butt. You need a new seat.
Even if I got a new seat, you wouldn't like it because you're used to the dresser sitting there like a queen.
I like sitting in my throne. Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to put a car seat on the back of the other bike then. Because I could probably fit in it. What do I always tell you? I need a seatbelt for sitting in my throne. I said, let me put my seatbelt on. Or if you put the backrest on, I tell you, I feel like I'm in a car seat.
Well,
being
like Guardian
held
Rider
in.
said, he lives in Bristol and still don't go to the race here anymore. Back when they raced for 20 laps and fist fight was for 5 was great. Yeah, Bristol ain't even the same anymore.
Mm-mm. Well, I've even noticed like the big NASCAR races, like Daytona 500 and all that, when they pan the crowd, there's like nobody there.
There really isn't. They're all
It's-
stuffed together. That's because they went woke.
They try to put everybody like in the same area at like the Daytona 500, like all in the same section. So it makes it look like there's a crowd of people, but there's not.
Well, flat track's gaining a lot of popularity now.
What's this one that we have over here on the neck, like couple blocks over?
That's a road race.
See, that'd be fun.
You know, that's where you got all the rockets happening over there.
Well, and they got those little tiny cars that race over there.
Well,
too.
I'm more into Moto USA than anything. So
They got-
Moto America.
Because whenever they have races over there, they always come by us for gas.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that own, what is it, Blackhawk Racing or
Mhm.
something like that. Well, the people that own the track, they always come over with their pickup truck with all these huge barrels,
Mm-hmm.
and they get hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of gas,
Right.
and then they resell it at the racetrack for more than what they paid for it by us.
Well, that's a smart idea. They're
Hell
out there making
yes.
money. That's an entrepreneur spirit
Hell
right
yeah,
there.
that's smart, because then this way the people don't have to leave the racetrack to go get gas. They can just get it from them. I think that's smart as hell.
Oh my goodness gracious. Still do a few races a year. I love the tailgating's awesome. That I have to agree with. It's just I can't get into NASCAR anymore because of the wokeness. I can't sit there and watch Bubba Wallace. I just can't.
Road rage.
Where else can you see a redneck dressed in a Budweiser suit?
No, road rage. A hot girl in see-through yoga pants leaned over the passenger seat of a sport bike. Will you take her? Will you make? Will make you ride 2 hours out of your way to enjoy the view. Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh my goodness. Whitehorse, the locals hate all the traffic from NASCAR. Brad Pitt is apparently about to film here. That should be interesting. We just don't want his fan base here. I guess they're going to be making another Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise and stuff. They're
Oh,
doing all
God.
rebuilt boots from the 80s and stuff now.
I'm sorry, but I have never been really a big fan of Tom Cruise. I'm not.
I ain't either.
I'm not. I think there was only one movie that I actually liked that he was in. You know, when he slides across the floor in his underpants and his
Oh,
white
that's risky
t-shirt.
business and stuff like that.
That is the only one.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, if you're not a member of the Madhouse crew, make sure you go ahead and click this link right there. You can join on Spotify as well. Biker news for you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is members only. That is one of the benefits you get right there is the Biker News members only Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anyway, check out China Doll on the other channel. What is it? Tuesdays, Thursdays,
Thursday,
and
Tuesday,
Fridays.
Thursday, and Friday. Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Everybody, you guys have a good one. Rock on.
Yeah.